Hey everybody, my next guest is one of my favorite comics. He blesses us once a year with a solid weekend of shows here at Governor's in Levittown, and he'll be rocking the stage on November 21st and 22nd. So get your tickets now at govs.com. And here he is to tell us all about it. New York's funniest cop himself, John Diresta. John, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, John?
Dude, it's awesome to talk to you, brother. It's always a blast when you come to town. So we're looking forward to having you back here, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I started as a stand-up comedian 32 years ago, and I'd like to say Levittown Governors was my home club. In the 32 years I've been doing this, I never really had a home club. Maybe Pips in Sheepshead Bay, and then I did a lot of the Three Governors. So yeah, I'm looking forward to coming back. I'm looking forward to a lot of comedians say that Long Island has the best audiences. So I don't know if it's just because it's me and a lot of people come to see me that know me, or I'm out here on the left coast.
I think that has a lot to do with it because Long Islanders, we're salt of the earth people. We enjoy good comedy. And and I feel like in the left coast, as you say, I feel like they like comedy there too, but I feel like they're easily offended.
There's some I don't really get involved in it. A lot of people are like, how do you even do your stand up out there with those libtards? But most people are just regular people. But however, the other night I went to a place and I had the choice to do a set. I went there to do a set.
Right.
And I started seeing nose ring. Anything that has this round ring, I'm fucking out. As soon as I see this, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I don't know.
Then there was a few blue and pink hairs, and then fucking service dogs. So the little ring, the pink hair, and the service dog, I said to my friend, because I do a routine about having no ass, right? I have Ozempic ass.
Right.
I have the ass of a Korean grandmother. And it's money in the bank. And for the first time in 5 years, I said to myself, if I do that tonight, they're going to groan. And they're going to think just the way I talk, people think I'm a racist. You know what I mean? With the New York accent.
Yeah.
They instantly think, and I have to tell them, I'm not a racist.
Right.
But my jokes are. Thank you.
It's got to be tough. I mean, when you go up on stage and you see, the nose rings, the septum rings, the hair, the little dogs to help them out. Those are all red flags, and you wonder why these people even go to comedy clubs anyway. What actually makes these people laugh? I don't even know.
Dude, here's the worst part. I got invited to a comedy show. And next thing you know, there's three old assholes strumming their guitar. It's open mic night, and so as soon as they start strumming the guitar and giving the backstory on their shit song that no one gives a fuck about,
right?
You know what I mean? It's a 5-minute preamble, then a 5-minute song that is basically about the dog died. And if it's not about the dog died, it's giving off the same energy. I even leaned over to my friend and I said, this guy's in the middle of doing his shtick, and I leaned over and I go, doesn't it feel like his dog died? And he busted out laughing. So we got up and left. Oh, here's another really scary observation. When I say to any audience over the last 30 years, I was a New York City cop, it gets a little, hey, this guy would have died for us.
Right.
Now, especially out here in LA, and I don't mean like 6 liberals in the corner. I mean an audience of 80 or 90 people, and I say I was a New York City cop. There's not a single clap.
It's crazy.
And it's I can only equate it with what they see on the news really gets to people.
Yeah,
you know
dude.
I mean? Like it really, I'll give you an example. My 2 daughters despised Trump for years. And my daughter called me about a year ago and said, Dad, did you see Donald Trump on Theo Von? He's funny. He reminds me of your dad. He's funny. And he's just like a regular, normal guy. And it just goes to show you how brainwashed people really are.
Dude, it shows you too how much like yeah, that people definitely are brainwashed, and it's crazy that it's they're brainwashed to the point where everything got flipped to who the good guys and who the bad guys are and who they're defending and who that they're vilifying. And it all starts with, like you said, with the news, with the media, with social media, with TikToks and all that other stuff. And we're seeing, I think we're starting to see the pendulum swing the other way, where common sense is kind of making a comeback. And it starts with guys like you on the stage to kind of let people know that, hey, yes, I was a cop. No, I wasn't a bad guy. I was a good guy. I was here putting my life on the line to protect and serve. And people groaning or just don't get it, man.
Dude, watch this. There's even when I say I was a New York City cop, I've heard "fuck you," believe
Damn.
it or not, from an audience member. And I've been saying, and it's not conducive to a fun, loving comedy set. But I've been on stage. I'm a New York City cop, and either it's a slow boo or just a dead silence. And I've literally said, "That's okay. I only would have given my life for every one of you motherfuckers, complete strangers. Could you say the same for me?" And then they go, oh, yeah.
Right.
And guess what I say while they're clapping? It's too fucking late.
Right. Exactly.
And I don't do it every night, but if I'm feeling it, and I say this a lot. New York, I was a transit cop in the subway, right?
Yeah.
We were the fucking rejects of the rejects of the rejects.
Right. That's a tough gig. Yeah.
And I worked in Coney Island, and I went to Coney Island, District 34, called the Magic Kingdom, because no one else there gave a shit about police work either.
Right. Yeah.
We all went out, did what we had to do, but we wanted to go home. But this is what I'm getting at. When the shit went down, those motherfuckers, you wanted them on your side, and they would give their lives for anybody. So just the fact that, like I said, I'm a New York City cop, and you can't even give the, it's a fucking strange world.
I think in Levittown, though, to your original point that people here are salt of the earth and they love comedy, you're going to get a big applause when you say it.
Dude,
yeah.
I love going back to Governors because I don't know if you know, I do 7 sets a week, right? I'm on stage 7 nights a week. And the convenience of me wanting to just do a set and run home, I go to a lot of really second and third rate places that put me right up. I get there at 9. Last night I got there at 9. At 9:20, I'm back in my car, going home with a joint to review my set. There's no drug test when you're a comedian.
Right.
So in turn, I'm in a lot of second and third rate, really fucking shitty places.
Right.
And I don't remember. What I'm getting at is to go in front of 200 or 300 people from your hometown with a lot of very, very fucking meaty reference. Like we all had the same fucking upbringing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like my opening joke in Levittown in a few weeks is probably going to be, "Hey, did anyone else here grow up in Long Island?" Right? Because a lot of people won't know that I'm a Long Islander. People just go to a comedy show, they know who they're going to see.
Right, yeah.
And I'm just going to give my Long Island street cred. I lived in Woodmere, Oceanside, Atlantic Beach, Baldwin, Lynbrook, Rosedale, change at Jamaica for Penn Station. Right?
Yeah, there you go. You were all over.
Dude, I lived everywhere, and Rosedale was the worst choice. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I guess I wanted to walk to buy my fireworks. Did you know that? We lived in Woodmere, and we went to Rosedale to buy fireworks.
Yeah, I miss those days when they used to go. People would go around with the list, the firework list, and be like, "Hey, you got some fireworks? Here's the list." And then that guy would go to like North Carolina or some shit and bring him back.
Oh yeah, no. See, we from Woodmere, we all drove a half a mile into New York City. But the one thing I did like about Rosedale was that I could say I tell a lot of people I lived in New York City, which I did, and it only hit me. I don't know if you know, I'm 61 years old.
Oh, you look great, man.
You and I look like fucking twins. How old are you?
I know. I'm 50. I guess turned 54.
Ooh.
So yeah, I look.
Ooh, you don't look good. No, I'm only joking.
But
what I was getting at is I'm so old. I joined SAG when it was firm.
Nice.
No. I just realized at 61 years old, I found my birth certificate. I was born in Far Rockaway, Queens. So I'm a real New Yorker, and that means a lot. I'll tell you why. Everybody in fucking LA wants to say they're a New Yorker. I don't know if you know that. It's the strangest thing.
Really?
And
Yeah.
I go, oh, you have an accent from Kentucky. Well, I lived in Brooklyn for 2 months, so I think like I'm a bro. Yeah, everybody says I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in Brooklyn. And then I go, I was a fucking New York City cop in the subway in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I win. I out street cred you.
Doesn't get more New York than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, in being a New Yorker, like, look, I lived in North Carolina. I lived in Atlanta for a little bit. I moved around, and I always felt like, they didn't get me. I always felt like I was too aggressive for them, or just talking normally. They just would be like, I just didn't fit in. Do you find that a lot in LA with the LA culture and being a New
Not
York
really.
guy?
Not. You'd be surprised. There's an old saying that 50% of people in show business are from New York. And of that 50%, 50% are from Long Island. So there's a lot of people out here. And dude, when you're a comedian 32 years and I make furniture.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So I'm saying you learn to disarm people, for lack of a better term. I don't really. I mean, I disarm everybody by saying, if you're curious about the way I talk, I'm not retarded. I'm from Long Island. That's it. And guess what people yell out now? So watch me. Hey, everybody, my name is John Diresta. If you're curious about the way I talk, let me just get it out of the way. I'm not retarded. I'm from Long Island. And the other night, a Mexican guy goes, same thing, fucker. The whole world thinks we're fucking retards. The whole world thinks we look up to Joey Buttafuoco. Or when they think of a Long Islander, that's it. It's Joey Buttafuoco and fucking Alec Baldwin. Those are our two representatives.
Oh my goodness, yeah, and we wonder why they don't like us. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Joey Butterfield, but a lot of people also do. There's two types of people. There's people that love Billy Joel, and there's people that don't like Billy Joel. And here on Long Island, we all love Billy Joel.
If someone dislikes Billy Joel, I don't even want to be near them. Can I tell you a funny thing that happened?
Yeah,
about Billy Joel?
Of course.
To close a sale the other day, a young couple, she was really good looking and he's like big and muscular. And they said, how much for this table and benches? Can you do it for 500? We'll pay right now. So I said, yeah. And they said, I said, but unpainted, right? Take out that whole step. I'll make it sanded, but you paint it. And they said, oh, it might mess up our apartment. And he had the phone out to Zell me. And I said, dude, you could paint it here. Yeah. So I invited them back, and she did something really rude. She put on her own fucking music in my shop without asking me. But guess what she put on?
What?
She put on Billy Hole, old Billy Hole songs. That's what we called them in the Five Towns. And it was really nice. She put on Zanzibar and all these old songs. I'm Moving Out, Brenda and Eddie.
Nice, yeah.
And she sang along, and she had the most beautiful fucking voice.
That's awesome.
So I love Billy Hole. I actually saw him out here twice.
I love Billy Hole also. He rocks, and his documentary was awesome too, man. I don't know if you got a chance to see that yet. I
did not.
It's
I
really
only
good.
watched one. I don't know. I have a TV that I don't watch anymore. I watch one show every night of the week on my phone after I smoke pot. Gutfeld. That's it. If it wasn't on Gutfeld, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Gutfeld rocks. Shout out to Gutfeld and the whole cast on there. You got to get yourself on there one of these days.
I've been trying. I have hit up Tom Shalhoub. I've hit up Gutfeld directly. Yeah. And I have to admit, I think I'd be good on it because I was a cop. I was at the NYPD for about 5 years. I was a transit cop for 8 years. I've been around the world. I worked with 7 Oscar winners. I had the lowest rated sitcom in the history of TV. However, I got to admit, to get on an airplane, to go all the way there, and then you got to get hair and makeup, and then you got to be on, I've done this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it would probably make my stand-up appearances go through the roof, which I would probably do it. But I have to admit, the fact that they haven't called me, I'm good.
Right. But yeah, because I know like Michael Loftus and guys like that have really kind of like seen their audiences grow just being on a show like that, and but late night I think besides Gutfeld has taken a dive. What's your whole take on the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing and the Stephen
I'll tell you a funny
Colbert's?
story. The night Jimmy Kimmel got canceled, let's use the term when everyone on the first wave, he's canceled.
Right.
I was on stage at a little comedy club and I said, you know what? Everyone feels bad. Jimmy Kimmel got canceled. I had 5 shows canceled. 5 times in my life, I thought, I'm set for life. This is it. I sold my shop and my truck. And 8 months later, I was broke again. My heart was broken 5 times.
Wow. Yeah.
Not one. And he's being canceled and he has about $350 million in the bank. I'm eating cat food and toilet paper soup.
Right. Yeah. It's not easy. It's
not easy.
Right.
And I don't know if you know this, Jimmy Kimmel owns the biggest penis in Hollywood. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
He has like a 12-inch penis when it's flaccid.
Really, Jimmy Kimmel?
And I have the smallest penis in Hollywood. I have a 1-inch penis and a 13-inch ball sack. I have a genital mullet. They call it hanging chicken. My dick is so small, my new girlfriend doesn't blow me. She eats me out. Your turn.
I can't compete with that. I wish I had the Kimmel size.
I used to watch the late night about 4 years ago. In my shop, I have a photo of John Mulrooney.
Yep. Shout out.
And Campanera. I don't know if you know John Campanera.
Oh, yeah. John Campanera is awesome guy. Yeah, awesome guy.
In my workshop, and I just casually said, oh, yeah, I watch Channel 2. What's his name? Stephen Crockett? What is his name?
Oh, Colbert, yeah.
I watch it every night. And the two of them were skeeved out. Their eyes, like, oh, what? I go, he tells a funny joke. His monologue is usually, I like the way he aggressively and confidently sells those jokes. However, in the last 5 years, I don't give a shit about any of those shows. I don't watch any of them. I don't go out of my way but I do like Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel's done me 1 or 2 tiny favors.
Okay.
So I like him. And watch this. You can almost mention anyone famous, and I might have a story. It's a new thing of mine.
Okay.
So if you go to the 50th anniversary,
right,
of the Playboy Mansion DVD that's for sale at every garage sale somewhere in America, you will see John Diresta at the Playboy Mansion. I got $1,000 to do this.
Wow.
Hey, everybody, I'm John Diresta. I know what you're thinking. I look like Rosie O'Donnell. And now here we have, I got paid to do, they said do 1 joke. And here's from the Man Show, Jimmy Kimmel, and whatever the fuck the other guy's name is. Adam Carolla?
Adam Carolla, yeah.
And that was it. So, they were friendly to me before that, shook my hand. I liked them. And then I don't know if you know this. I don't like to drop names. Michael Caine told me it was rude. I've been on Carolla about 3 or 4 times and killed it.
Yeah.
Killed it. And I'll tell you what, when you do these shows, like you're an easy guy, you and I have a similar background.
Right.
I didn't realize when you do Stern, the laugh, everyone's laughing because it makes the show better. Like I thought I killed on Stern. About 5 years later, I realized they fucking laugh at everybody to make the show good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or when you do morning radio, I'm going to be doing WBAB with those guys.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're an easy audience. Or when you do the morning zoo in Milwaukee, they're, Dave and Carol, I used to kill. Here's what I'm getting at. When you go into Carolla's studio and you're not funny, or or are they not getting you, it is fucking dead fucking silent. And it'll throw you off. I mean, nowadays on a podcast, we're used to like a lower level of of fucking energy.
Right. It's not like morning
But
radio.
I
Right.
went into Corolla thinking this is the Zoo Morning Zoo in San Jose,
Right.
or this is Stern, or this is WBAB.
Yeah.
And I was about 2 jokes in, and I went, oh, they're not fucking. I have to earn it up in this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here's what happened. I did it 2 or 3 times, and I did a half hour, and the second half hour was Phil Rosenthal, who created The Raymond Show, who's worth $500 million.
Yeah, man.
And the whole time I'm killing it, I'm saying, I'm scoring myself a sitcom because this fucking cunt bag is out in the lobby listening to this.
Right, yeah.
I legitimately, in my mind, said, I'm the next Raymond. I'm Raymond and Kevin James mixed in the next sitcom because this guy can't deny me.
Right.
So we break for the half hour. I have to leave, and he has to come in. And he just goes, I got to tell you, that was really funny. I don't even want to go in there after what you did.
Wow.
And that was it. And we took a photo. I literally have a photo of me, Phil Rosenthal, and Adam Carolla. And I'll send it to you if I could find it.
Yeah, send it to me, please.
And I titled the photo, 500 million in the bank. Probably 80 or 90 million in the bank. $40 in the whole fucking world. That's a true story. It's a tough business.
It's definitely tough, but you know, like you said, the stories are priceless. And like, just tell me a little bit about the Playboy Mansion, getting hired to go there, introduce these guys. Did you get to mix it up with the Playmates, or was there anything else to that story?
It was a monster party with a lot of stars, and it was such a big circus tent that the way I remember it. I went alone. They picked me up in a limo. I got $1,000, and I was supposed to do a 20-minute set, dude. That's the number one thing.
Right.
I was supposed to do a 20-minute set. Nobody would have been listening. Right. Nobody. Yeah, and I got $1,000, and I would have probably had to try and milk it for 20 minutes, so I got paid. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And they literally came to me and said, 20 minutes is out. One joke and bring these guys up. But we were under such a big tent. There had to be 1,000 people and food and drinks and Playboy bunnies. And I didn't really know anybody, but I was just having fun being there. And I realized about an hour through, I thought I was inside a building. That's how big and heavy and real this tent was.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like a canopy at the fucking Roosevelt flea market.
Right, yeah.
It was a thing that must have took a month to build. It was that much. I thought I was in a building. And the one thing I really noticed, this is funny. I don't like to drop names. Michael Caine told me it was rude. I went into the kitchen, and I'm just looking around, and then through like the back of the kitchen door comes, who's that black guy that ran for president? And he said, Jaime Town.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He's like the first guy to run. Jesse
Jackson.
Adams?
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson.
Yes.
Remind me, I have a funny Jesse James story. The guy with Sandra Bullock.
Oh, the motorcycle dude?
Yeah. Remind me.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm just looking across. He slips through like a little side door where you probably throw the garbage out. And he ducks in, and he's like fixing his tie. And one of his assistants is picking crawdaddies out of his hair. He had just fucked somebody in the bushes. And he had all these like bits of like flour, whatever the fuck came off the bushes, and they were picking him out of his hair.
Wow! So you
like the Discovery Network.
You caught Jesse Jackson.
That's it. That's who it was.
You caught the Reverend Jesse Jackson getting laid in the bushes.
And I remember another weird thing happened. I went alone, and my wife was really jealous that I was there. And I told the guy that booked me, he's like, what are you on the phone for? Because I was married to someone that would call 35 times an hour.
Right.
And every call said, are you having fun? Like I'm not allowed to have fun.
Right, yeah. I hope you're having fun.
Yeah. You're funny. And so she came over. So my fun got ruined.
You got cock blocked by your wife.
I got cock blocked by my wife. That's funny. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
So,
so hold on. So on the set of Miss Congeniality, so in the movie Miss Congeniality 2, you know, I don't know if you know, I get shot directly in the chest
yes, great movie. You were great in it.
with a shotgun.
So you can't wear a swimsuit on this mission, right, Hawk?
Yeah.
In the movie 15 Minutes, I get shot in the shoulder with a 9mm.
Yep. Yeah. De Niro.
So I got shot in a De Niro movie. I got shot in a Sandra Bullock movie. And come to think of it, I'm glad I never did a movie with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, that wouldn't have went well.
So with Sandra Bullock on Miss Congeniality, here's another thing I explain in the beginning of my set sometimes. To answer your question, you had a good question. How did I deal with me being a New Yorker with the curt talk and the way I talk? I come out now and say, hey, I'm going to let you know right up front. I was raised in a different society. I talk different. I'm from New York. I sound like a racist. I sound like a cop because I was one. But you'll have to excuse my demeanor. I was raised with people that are all vicious, sarcastic, angry, rankaholics. All we did in Long Island was mock each other, people, places, and things. We spoke in zingers.
Yep.
And it's and that sentimentality, it's hereditary. It runs in your genes.
Right. Yeah.
Like diarrhea.
True indeed. Yes.
And hold on, this is the example I give them. I said, this is how vicious it was. I tell people I was molested. Not sexually, but spiritually and verbally. I was molested. I was violated in front of my dad's fireman buddies at a barbecue when I was 5 years old. My dad pointed at me and said, you should have been a blowjob.
That's a good
Sometimes it hurts. At 10 years old, it was the first day I ever helped my dad being a carpenter at a Jewish lady's house in Woodmere.
Right.
And I dropped something, and my dad looked at Mrs. Feinberg and said, this kid could fuck up a wet dream. And I didn't know what he meant about all that till I had my own son.
It's motivational speaking is what it is. Because
you have any kids?
Yeah, I got 5 kids and 3 grandkids. So yeah, I've been busy.
What you gave me a joke just there. What kind of speaking was it?
Motivational speaking.
Dude, that's funny. It's Long Island motivational speaking.
Yeah, there you go.
And what was the other thing I said? I'm writing it down.
About that she cockblocked. Your wife cockblocked you.
Oh yeah, you cockblocked me.
Yes.
Dude, that's funny.
Awesome, man.
I never saw the DVD, but I got paid $1,000.
There you go. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna find it on eBay.
Yeah, look for it so you can put the still photo up here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And now you still got the Jesse James story. You said it reminds you of that. I'm wondering.
So on Miss Congeniality 2, she had just started dating him, and it was like a secret to the whole world. But everyone on the set of Miss Congeniality 2 knew because he would roll up on the motorcycle. Oh, I love you. You know, it's nice. It's beautiful.
Sandra Bullock and Jesse James were married for 5 years before divorcing in 2010. Bullock, an American actress and producer, met James, a former motorcycle builder and television personality, in 2003. The couple married on July 26, 2005, in a private ceremony in Texas. However, their marriage was short-lived. In March 2010, it was revealed that James had been unfaithful to Bullock, and he subsequently admitted to having an affair with a tattoo model named Michelle Bombshell McGee.
And I kind of did like semi, like I fell in love with a movie star, like it's close enough. He sounds like a fucking dumb retard.
That was a pretty good impression of him.
Yeah. So I fell in love with this like movie star, So I was doing that to other people, the hair and makeup. Now I'm getting, it's an inside joke. It's at her expense.
Right.
And when you're a fucking vicious rankaholic that has no governor and no limit, right, and you're on a movie set for hours at a time, and all there is you could do is bag on the others to the people you're with,
right,
and you have a microphone on, guess what? You will get fucked up. So I'm in a police car. This is the movie before. I'm in a police car with Ed Burns from Long Island.
Yeah, shout out.
And Ed's drinking Amstel Lights all night. And the director doesn't know. No one knows except me and the guy that's delivered. And we're in a police car. Pull up, get out. Wait an hour. Get up, pull out.
Right.
So in between takes, I said to Ed, hey, did you notice the producer, Glenn? He was in the papers today. It was a big deal. He's a big Hollywood producer. And Ed goes, yeah, he's getting married. I go, yeah, to a fucking guy. Gay joke, gay joke, gay joke. And Ed goes like this. And I expected to get in trouble, and I didn't.
Oh, yeah, you got off easy.
So now, fast forward 5 years, downtown LA, Miss Congeniality 2. I'm lucky I'm even in the second one. And I'm making jokes about him. And one day she comes into the trailer and says, you outside right now.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
Calls you out.
Sandra Bullock.
Wow.
And the only thing you can think when you're a fucking shit talker 24/7 is that you got caught again.
Right. Yeah.
Again.
Wow.
Now it's time to just say it's just shenanigans. You know, it's shenanigans.
Right. Just fucking around.
It's horseplay.
Right.
So before she got me. She pointed at me. She looked angry. And she goes, I just want to tell you something. And I'm all ready to say I'm sorry. She goes, I'm going to tell you something. I had to do press yesterday for this movie in front of 200 asshole reporters. And one of them said, is there going to be a part 3? And Sandra Bullock says, yeah, it's going to be called Mr. Congeniality. And she says to me, it got such a huge laugh, I had to hold for 30 seconds. And then it came back. Like it got a second laugh. And she said to them, that's a John Diresta joke.
Nice.
I had given her that joke the day before.
Nice. There you go. So you thought she was coming
Did you see in the very beginning of Miss Congeniality 2, right before I get shot?
Right.
We're in a van. You know, shotgun, fucking eyewear, Velcro.
Right,
all that fucking bullshit. But in between takes, I'm now sitting next to Sandra Bullock for 30 minutes at a time.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. So you get that downtime with her.
Fucking Sandra Bullock breath up and in.
Right. Yeah.
That close.
Yeah.
So I say to her the day before, any chance of a part 3? I'd like to fucking pay some bills. She goes, no way, no how. I said, I was in 1 and 2. Can we do one called Mr. Congeniality? And that's where she got that joke.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
So the whole time you thought you were busted, and then it turned out you were the hero. See?
Oh, dude, it's happened a lot. It's happened a lot. When you're a fucking rankaholic.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen next.
Listen, this is a weird thing about being funny. It's kind of deep. I worked in Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue. That was my steady post. 4 trains, the fucking asshole of New York City.
Yeah, it's a rough
Not
spot.
1 train, 4 trains. It's the last stop. Everyone that got off at Coney Island in 88, 89, and 90 was a fucking bum derelict with rotten testicles.
Yeah, it was a rough time.
And even the people that hung in the station that had nowhere to go. And I worked 8 at night to 4 in the morning, 9 at night to 6 a.m. You got paid 10% more to do 90% less. And the only thing you had in that fucking subway station was to be funny. It was free. You had an audience, even if it was a fucking bum that was sucking on his own cock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was. So what I'm getting at is, I'm being a cop and having nothing but time to do except mock and rank and demean and talk shit about every other cop that's not there.
Right.
That's what you did.
That was your training grounds.
That's what I'm getting at. So one day at roll call, imagine 15 cops all have to go on foot up to the subway and go to their station. 15 of us.
Right.
But 2 cops have like a big SUV Subaru that's for emergency calls. So to start the day, we 15 cops jam into this SUV and get dropped off at our station. And for a half hour, it's a monster session of making fun of who's not there.
Right.
And we're all jammed in like this, and I'm making fun of Sergeant I can't say his last name. Sergeant blank. Chicken hawk, gumballs, unregistered van, touched me in a bad place, fingered my asshole, and all 20 of us are howling, laughing, driving on the Bell Parkway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm killing. And later on that night, we all return the half hour before and talk about our night and start ranking on everybody and who did what and who's not here, who got an arrest. Funny stories of the night. And Bob Kelly walks up and goes, dude, earlier today with the Bagnell shit, he said, you were so fucking funny bagging on that guy. You were so, and guess what? Here's where it got serious. I go, you weren't in the fucking police truck. How do you know this? He goes, dude, you were sitting on your radio. All of Brooklyn Transit Police heard you making fun of that sergeant. And so I'm getting at, when you're a rankaholic, it's, dude, sometimes you got to pay the price. And I literally, just like the cop thing, the police car with Ed Burns, I legitimately was like, for 2 or 3 days, even as a cop, maybe they can't fire me, but they could transfer me to the Bronx where it's 3 tolls and no locker.
Yeah, make your life a little bit difficult. Yeah. Oh, he wants to be funny, huh? Let's see what happens here.
Dude, you got to remember, then I started to get a tiny bit of fame. I got a sitcom deal.
Yeah.
And it was all about bagging on the transit police. And I was still a member of the NYPD. So as I kind of caught the wave of you ride, we hide, we're the only Irish police department. Did you know that?
No. In New York?
When you say someone you transit, they go, oh, transit. Instead of saying police don't move, we say transit, don't laugh. Dude, I took the police, after I got stuck with transit, I took the police exam again. I took the medical, the physical, the psych. Yeah. They look at your fucking leather Cheerio to see if you have hemorrhoids.
Yeah, man. I've been through that.
The whole shit. Guess on my 23rd birthday, I emptied out my locker in Coney Island. Fucking gave him Long Island sign language.
Right.
And dude, on my 23rd birthday, I got assigned to the New York City Transit Police for the 2nd time. I got transit twice.
Man, so you're a young kid over there, 23.
Well, I got hired at 21.
Damn, yeah.
At 23, I had 2 years on the job. I went to roll over, and they said, no, thank you. You got transit again. Yeah, I got on at 21.
Damn, man.
I know. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's crazy when you look at 21-year-old kids now, and you say,
punks. They're
and you're like,
puke. I can't even look at them.
You're like, that was me?
And they all look like they have AIDS.
That's freaking crazy, man. Well, I'm psyched to come in. Oh, I wanted to talk to you too because I know you got it literally on your arms. You got Dio and OZZY,
right?
Yes, and there we go. And OZZY just passed away. It was kind of a very sad thing. But I wanted to get your feelings on OZZY, but also kind of see if we could do OZZY versus Dio. Who do you like best?
Okay, I'll answer the first question. I know exactly. I was pulling into an Armenian deli, like a little deli, and they slice. I get sliced turkey.
Right. Yeah.
And just as I was pulling in, and well, it's an Armenian deli. You know how?
How?
The turkey has hair on it.
Nice.
Yeah, and it smells like cologne when you eat it. It's hairy and it smells like cologne.
Nice. Yeah. So it's probably
And the turkey pulls up in a BMW, a white BMW. No, okay. So when I found out that OZZY passed away, in a weird way, I wasn't that upset because I was like, for 50 years, him and his music have saved me, not just absolutely love Black Sabbath, but love it more than the average person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
The
Yeah.
lighting here is weird.
Yeah.
And watch this. I'm going to tell you a Long Island story. I grew up in the Five Towns, and I was very envious that I could never have a bar mitzvah. And I went to a lot of bar mitzvahs because I'm from the Five Towns, and I was personable and friends with everybody.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think everybody from the Five Towns has gone to Leonard's a Great Neck, eaten like they had three assholes. And back when I went to bar mitzvahs, you got to smoke a cigar. The kids, that was the thing. You got to. So now we're on the Cross Island Parkway, and I'm vomiting up fucking Skittles and all you could eat filet mignon and candy bars because I'm caustic.
Right.
So I was always jealous I couldn't have a bar mitzvah. And by chance, on my 13th birthday, July 23rd, 1977, I went with Billy Mahady, and I had a pot mitzvah. I did as my first sleepover date with two other guys. They were a little older than me, like ruffian guys, like with the goatee and the green tattoos already.
Right,
and,
right.
And that night, I was with Timmy Pearsall and Billy Mahady, and I discovered Black Sabbath, marijuana. I smoked Mexican brick pack with the seeds. They put the needle down on Sweet Leaf, and I was fucking mesmerized. Then I discovered that night beer, and I lost my virginity.
Wow, what a night.
I woke up the next day. I had a hangover, and my asshole was killing me. I don't think I did it right. I could still feel his beard. Okay, that was a long way to go. So watch this. Let me answer you. I was more appreciative of that he's gone this far. And I don't know if you know, the last year or 2 or 3 years, he's put out a lot of songs that, wouldn't have been here had he died. You ever hear the song Crack Cocaine by Ozzy?
No.
It's the greatest heavy metal. He's in love with a girl, and she's like crack cocaine. That's it.
Oh,
that's
nice.
the catchphrase. You're like crack cocaine. So anyway, I didn't cry, but I was sad. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I do a routine in my shtick that had I met Ozzy, I love Ozzy so much that what do you offer a guy that has everything? So if I ever met Ozzy, I would offer him a blowjob.
Right.
Okay, and I'm not gay.
Yeah. Right.
But I'd offer him a blowjob for 50 years of entertainment. That's free. You just go to YouTube and you could listen to Ozzy all day long.
Right, yeah.
And it's soothing. It's everything. So, and I could offer him that blowjob. You know why?
Why?
That son of a bitch can't get hard. I mean, let's get, You know what I'm saying? But if he did and I gave him a blowjob, you know why it would make the news?
Why?
I'd bite the head off of his back.
Sharon!
You get it? I'd bite his penis off.
Sharon!
Yeah, that's great.
And then to answer you, this is how I ask. I'll tell you the OZZY DIO survey. It's been going on about 10 years of my life, and I ask people from different countries. Right. I ask people, I have people in my shop every day, strangers, and they see the spray paint that all work OZZY DIO. They see the tattoos. Or I do jokes that all I do is listen to heavy metal at the shop.
Right.
I'm telling you, my life has changed. I got these. I did a million different headset, that, burp, 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 burp. And now the fact that my phone could charge over there.
Right.
And there's no wire hanging in front of my sander and my tools.
Yeah, now.
But when you drop one of these motherfuckers,
you can't find it.
You're like Hunter Biden on his hands and knees looking for fucking Parmesan cheese. Dude, I dropped one on an airplane just as every fucking motherfucker got up to get their bag. Now I'm on my hands and fucking knees. Watch, excuse me, foot. Right foot.
That's fun.
The other time I dropped one in my shop.
Yeah.
And I paid a worker. I said, there's a bounty if you could find this. And I woke up the next day and he just said, your earphone is on the table saw. And it was like.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
All right. So so I do the OZZY DIO survey, and this is the ratio.
Okay.
80% of people go OZZY.
Right.
The other 20% go like this. Dio. Because they don't want, and then we bond. The Dio people bond. I don't know if you know this. I travel the world. Heavy metalers find each other like heroin addicts.
Right. Yeah. They just, you just kind of.
And dude, there's another one. Fucking Long Island mutt maggots that went to BOCES find each other.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the world.
Right.
Give you an example. I went to see Zebra out here.
Oh, nice.
About 2 years ago at the Canyon Club in Agora Hills. And I rounded the corner. I said, I'm going to be the only person here. Right. I'm going to see a show. It's going to be one zebra, me.
Right. Yeah, you'll be the only.
I'll be the fucking zebra.
Right.
I'll introduce them, and then I'll run in the audience.
Just get a
I
private
turn the
show.
corner. Dude, it's funny. You're involved in this. I turn the corner, and there's 500 fucking assholes from Long Island that look like you and me. And half of them have canes.
Right. Yeah.
So...
Zebra rocks.
Brought that up. Here's how I answer the question.
All right.
I have to listen to Ronnie James Dio every 7 hours.
Nice.
I'll wake up at 4 a.m. while I'm emptying my piss bag and put on a heavy metal song and bang out half a joint. Ozzy, I have to listen to every 48 hours, and that's how I answer it. I have to listen to. So I choose Ronnie James Dio.
Nice.
But this is what we all say. No disrespect to Ozzy. That's what all the Dio people say.
Right, because the one thing that the two have in common was Black Sabbath. And, and that's a debate too. I think it's probably also 80-20 is that most people would say Ozzy is the better
yeah, that's my survey, 80-20.
Yeah, for Black Sabbath versus Dio with Black Sabbath. But I used to write for magazines. I got to interview both of those guys at one point or another. Both phoners, both super cool. Dio was awesome, and he again. I think there's more of a connection to Dio, maybe because he's New Hampshire guy.
No, dude, bite your tongue.
He's not New York. He's from New York.
He's from upstate New York, but like a part of upstate where you and I never went.
Right.
It wasn't New Paltz or the Pocono.
Right.
Ronnie James Dio was born on July 10th, 1942 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. His birth name was Ronald James Padavona. He was one of the greatest voices in metal, and he was an amazing songwriter. Even though he only stood 5 feet 4 inches, he was a giant in the heavy metal world.
Yeah, so Dio's one of us, essentially, and where Ozzy's from another
That's
land.
a good point. I never really thought of that.
Yeah. But
and do you know how Dio used to warm up before a show? It's legendary. He didn't warm up. He smoked a half a joint and drank 1 beer before every show.
Damn. That was a good there's a documentary about Dio.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I don't know if I ever saw the official one, but I've seen a lot of it. I kind of do my homework. Dude, I don't want to drop names because Michael Caine told me it was rude. You know what I listened to?
What?
I listened to Elf, his first band.
Oh,
you
yeah.
listen to Elf?
Yeah, I know of Elf and all that stuff. Is his
Love
first
is
band.
All at the Butterfly Ball.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, it says Elf upside down or something.
That's funny.
Yes.
That's funny. You should be a comedian.
I did ask ChatGPT to give us the rundown of both guys, okay? So I'm going to read you what ChatGPT said, okay? So with Ozzy Osbourne, he's the godfather of heavy metal. His strengths and impact was he's the founding voice of Sabbath, helped invent heavy metal with the dark riffs, horror-inspired lyrics, and a heavier sound than anything before it. He's a cultural icon. His voice and stage presence and madman persona define metal's rebellious spirit. He also had the mainstream bridge. Ozzy brought heavy metal to the mainstream through MTV, Ozfest, and reality TV. And then for Dio, he says his strengths was he was a powerhouse vocalist. His range and control and operatic power set the gold standard for heavy metal singers. That he reinvented Black Sabbath with albums like Heaven and Hell, Mob Rules, and revitalized the band after Ozzy's exit. He's also Holy Diver. His solo successes with Holy Diver is the cornerstone of 1980s metal, and he created the devil horns hand gesture. So both guys contributed a shit ton to the genre. Um, so they said the final thing here is the verdict is most important to metal's birth is Ozzy because he created the genre's identity and brought it to the masses, and the best pure musician vocalist was Dio because he refined and perfected heavy metal's artistry and sound with guys like Rob Halford, inspired Halford, and Bruce Dickinson, and all those type of guys with that vibrato type traditional metal.
You want to know
sound.
what a heavy metal street cred I have?
Yeah.
I was an SMF since 1979, a black card carrying SMF. Did you have the black card?
Twisted Sister. I was not I never got the black card, but I was but I love Twisted Sister and Dee Snider. God bless.
But hold
Long
on,
Island Zone.
during that phase, I saw Iron Maiden with Paul Di'Anno.
Oh shit! Yeah,
and they opened
OG.
for Judas Priest, and Rob Halford came on a Harley Davidson, and I thought I died and went to heven that night.
Yeah,
and man. Dude, since I saw you, I got a text with a video in it, and the photo was frozen, and it was Dee Snider. I go, oh, someone's fucking with me. I open it up, dude. It was Dee Snider.
Oh shit! Nice.
He wants something built out of wood for his pool table. But he lived in North Carolina, and we couldn't work it out. But I texted him back and forth.
Nice, man. Yeah, shout out Dee Snider, Long Island Zone, one of the, freaking great heavy metal bands, Twisted Sister.
Yes,
man.
Here's a funny story about Dee Snider and being a rankaholic. People that make fun of, mock. Right. The motivational speak of Long Island is you should have been a blowjob.
Right, exactly.
That's you can fuck up a wet dream.
Yeah.
In his book, did you ever read his biography, Dee Snider?
I have not yet. Yeah, I got to check it out.
There's a paragraph about making fun of people, places, and things. It's what we do in Long Island. So much so that crew members of Twisted Sister would quit because they couldn't take it.
Yeah, you have to have thick skin, man.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you know this. We were all sitting around one night drunk and high. And since I'm the biggest mouth, people like to get back at me. And if they get on a roll, forget about it. You know what I mean? At a party.
Right.
And it happens. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And one night, I was about 12 years old. We were, and everyone's ranking on me. You're fat. I used to look like Lou Costello as a kid. They called me Costello, and it hurt my feelings. They knew it hurt my feelings.
Right.
Because I'm like 10 years old. How do I look like a fat old man? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then one of them yelled, "I fucked your mother."
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, come on. You get it? My dad said that. My timing got thrown off. I'm having a phone call come in.
Oh, it's all good.
Potential spam.
Nice.
Okay, we're good.
You got to love those spam people. So you're going to be here
November 21 and 22. I don't know who I'm working with. They pick it. We have one show Friday, one show Saturday. And I'm looking forward to bagging on Tampon Tim, the guy that she had for vice president.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we want to hear you rip on that guy because, that guy
sucks.
That guy sucks. And he's the kind of guy that would not be able to take New York motivational
without a doubt,
speak.
Dude. There you go. That's a funny example. I know how to fix trucks. Look at me, loaded shotgun. Dude, fucking Elmer Fudd with a vagina. Rabbit season, duck season. They all suck. How does anyone not see that? They all suck.
They all suck, and you guys are going there in California. You got the governor battle happening.
Dude, guess who? I knew I had something to tell you. You know Harvey Milk was from Hewlett High School. Did you know that?
Yeah, yes. I didn't know if I knew
Guess
he was Long
who's
Island.
running for governor of California? He's from the 5 towns. Come on. Come on. I heard it late last night. Who's by Jake.
Oh, no way.
Oh, we're going to have a good workout. I can just feel it.
He lived in Woodmere.
Yeah. He's running for he's threw his hat in the ring to run for governor.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Well, he'd be better than, most of them, I think, that are running over there. There's a lot of craziness.
They all suck. Every one of them. They all suck. I can't watch this. The last 6 or 8 months, I see like a civil war happening with the fucking ICE and the protests and this. And I mean, I had to text my kids about 6 months ago. I have 3 grown kids, 35, 35, and 34.
Right, yeah.
And the first 2 aren't even twins. They're 11 months apart.
Right, yeah. See, it's like me.
We had so many kids so fast, my wife's pussy, it had an easy pass. Beep, beep. It had an easy pass.
That's awesome.
Okay. I had to text my kids.
Yeah.
I was delivering furniture in a shitty part of LA, and it came over the AM radio. Look, if you're at blah, 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 and blah, 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 don't go through. If you're at Florence and Normandy, was where they beat up Reginald Denny.
Oh,
Florence
shit, yeah.
and Normandy. And I remember just going click, click on my electric lock, and I said to myself, now I'm going to run people over.
Right.
I'm running people over. I'm not getting yanked out of a fucking car.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm running people over. And about a week later, I had to text my kids because now, like, the riot's moving this way, the riot's moving that way. I texted my kids and said, you run them over. You choose your life over theirs. You run them over. So what I'm getting at is I've gone even more into kind of drawing in my notebook, listening to heavy metal, trying to sell a couple pieces of furniture to customers that I get along with.
Right.
Because if you just take any customer, next thing you know, why is like this?
Right.
Why is itchy? Why is itchy?
Right. Yeah. All of a sudden you got all these problems.
That flea market was not itchy.
Right.
Why is itchy? Dude, I tried to close an Armenian woman. Now you got a deal. Yeah, 500, 400. I got to make it. I got to bring it here, up my ass, eat the pussy.
Right.
That's how you say et cetera, in Long Island. Up the ass, eat the pussy.
Right. It's true.
I got it to a certain price, old Armenian woman, and she just busted out crying. Why do you do this to me? My husband has cancer.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And I realized later on it was just a tactic. She got me hook, line, and sinker. I dropped it by $100. And
it's
so
like
what I'm getting at is, for some reason, I'm trying to just close. I'm trying to find customers that I get along with and I like and I could joke with, as compared to just anyone off the internet. Another example: I got involved with a Russian woman, and she wanted a big. When you're making something small, if they don't like it, you could resell it, right? Just put it for sale and make you another one.
Right.
But if she wanted like a 12-foot dining room table, by 3 feet wide, and the husband calls and goes, this is Ivanka's husband. Do yourself a favor. Do not get involved. She will make your life a living hell. Dude, he was a prisoner.
Wow, you got a warning from the husband?
I got a warning from the husband. So what I'm getting at is, and I try not to get on an airplane a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can do a gig and blah, 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 but it's going to be $750 for you to get on an airplane and risk your life. And I'd rather just kind of pick easy projects at my shop and run around at night, do a set. Like, I'm more into getting funnier than I am making $750.
Right. Yeah, that's a good thing.
I sum up the road. Did you ever do the road?
I never really worked the road as a comic. No.
All right. Well, I've been to Alaska 5 times.
Oh,
I did 2 shows in Hong Kong, a communist country.
Wow.
And my wife gave me permission to go with these $5 hookers. And that's when I found out, I don't know if you know this. Chinese girls, they have a horizontal vagina. You knew that, right?
I read that in the what do you call it? In one of the magazines. Yeah.
And you know what happens after you eat out a Chinese girl's pussy, right?
No, what happens?
Oh, an hour later, you're still hungry. Come on. Everybody knows that. No, so watch this. What I'm getting at is, This is the big ta-da for this joke. This is how I sum up the road. There's only so many crab fishing shows you could jerk off to. You should try it.
Yeah.
The more crabs are in the pot, the better the orgasm.
That's what they say. That's I concur with that one. That's a good stuff. No, this is great. How long are you in town for? Are you staying for the holidays?
I don't know if you know this. Not to overshare. I need a kidney. Did you know that?
No, I did not know you needed a kidney.
So I'm going to ask you right now, what's your blood type?
I actually don't know. I think I'm A positive.
No, here's the deal. My son is going to donate.
Oh, he's really going to donate?
Yeah, but we're 99%.
Wow, that's awesome.
But the doctor told me that once the kidney takes, there might be some side effects. I might stop paying rent, car insurance, parking tickets.
Right, exactly. You take up. Yeah, it comes.
I'm going to start. What's that word? It's going to ruin the joke. I'm going to start gaslighting everybody, everything. No. So watch this. This is why I have to do dialysis 3 times a week. You got to lay there like a fucking douchebag. So to answer your question, I don't stay that long. When I come into town.
Right.
So I'll come in Thursday early in the morning, try and get a guest spot at one of the governors if I can.
Right.
Do WBAB Friday. Do a show Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, a little bit of a family reunion. Get on a plane Monday.
So you just kind of in and out there for the weekend.
Yeah, and that's it's a rhythm I've been in for a long time. Because when you fly into a place and you got to come home to a wife and 3 kids, you're in and you're out.
Right. Yeah. Well, good stuff, man.
Did you see How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in that. Did you know that?
You're in that one too? Yeah.
I'm in the card game in Staten Island. Bullshit.
Oh yeah.
So 5 days in Staten Island in the hot sun with Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the beginning of that scene, which never aired, was shot in Canada. So I literally had to get a passport, fly to Canada. For the beginning of that scene, we're in a different house, like in the inside of a house. And I know the wife was complaining that I'm never home. So I literally flew to Canada, did the scene, and got on a plane and came back. I was there for 12 hours in the country of Canada.
Wow, damn.
Yeah. Just to give you the rhythm of going in and out.
Very cool. Yeah. So that's, So it's, hopefully we see you we'll be at the show, but just pop on into our studio. You know where it is. Dude,
I'd like to come on live.
Yeah.
You got that other guy. What's his name?
Tony. Yeah.
Yeah. I like him.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
Yeah. The only thing, he doesn't have a leg to stand on. Come on.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you. Good night. Hold on. Watch this. You ready? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Hold on. This is what I do in my sketch now. I do this, and then I bring it up and I comb out my prison pussy.
Nicely done. I gotta start.
I look like
brushing
George
mine.
Clooney, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
If he had a retarded brother.
That would be a great buddy movie. You and George Clooney. We got to make that happen.
Well,
man.
dude, watch this. I'm going to give you the script. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. It's a comedy to get George Clooney back into the funny world.
Right.
He wants to do so much good for the world and raise so much money that he gets a clone. He's 61. He gets, and the shit is there to get a 61-year-old clone delivered in a box FedEx. you cut to the lab in Yaphank or Brookhaven.
Yeah, there you go.
And it says George Clooney mix clone. And the guy mixing it is a fat douchebag from Long Island with tattoos that looks like you and me. And he makes fun of everyone at the office. Everyone hates him. And his fucking sweat drips off into the George Clooney mix. And guess who shows up?
There you go.
I'm the fucking bad clone.
I think that's a hit, man.
I do. And I get more famous than George Clooney because I'm funnier than George Clooney.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome, man.
All right. When does this air? Is this going to air before the show?
Yes, this is going to air in 2 weeks.
All right. Now, I have a new girlfriend from Long Island. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, dude. I have a new girlfriend. She lives in Boca Raton, Florida.
Nice.
but she went to Hewlett High School.
Wow. Yeah.
And she's a year or two older than me, very, very attractive. And she's Italian. She's like a mob wife, right out of Goodfellas or Sopranos.
Yeah.
She's a gilf. You know what a gilf is?
Yeah, grandmother. You want
a guinea? I'd like to fuck.
Oh, guinea.
See what I did there?
Yeah, there's a lot of gilfs.
So she might come visit too.
That would be awesome. We would love to have the gilf in there. And like you said, everybody finds each other. If you're from Long Island, you find each other, and there you go. From Boca Raton to Los Angeles to back to Long Island, it all comes full circle, my friend.
Dude, this is my first. This is a true story. My very first thing I can almost ever remember, other than my Uncle Kenny touching me in a bad place.
Right, yeah.
Mastic Beach. See what I did there? That's a location joke.
Yeah.
No, dude, this is a true story. In kindergarten in Franklin School in Hewlett, they asked every single kid in the class where their grandparents lived. And every Jewish kid, all 29, went, Boca Raton, Boca Raton. My nana and poo-poo live in Boca Raton. My boo-poo and my papa live in Boca Raton, Boca Raton, Boca Raton. And I was last, and I was embarrassed to say my grandparents live in Far Rockaway, Queens, under the A train. But I thought, this is the stupidest thought on earth. I thought, and at 5 years old, I go, oh, it must be the law. Or this must be some Shangri-La where their grandparents live.
But they have to live in Boca Raton.
Or just like it's, I thought it's, and I just found out Boca Raton means mouth of the rat.
That makes perfect sense.
Has my whole life been a lie? Hold on, one more and I'll let you go. Did you watch Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, I love that show. That was a great show.
Okay. When my wife passed away about 4 years ago, and I started watching Sons of Anarchy on a loop. Every night of the week at 11 o'clock, it came on this cable channel with no commercials. So every night at 11, while I'm going over my set and smoking pot, Sons of Anarchy, and it ends, and the next night it started over.
Right.
So I watched it 8 times through.
Wow.
I'm lonely. I'm a widower. Jax Teller becomes my only friend.
Right, yeah.
Jax Teller's my best friend, the handsome guy, Charlie Hunnam.
Right, yeah.
And at the end of the 8 seasons, I'm drunk and high watching Conan. And on the phone, an old Conan clip, and I find out that Charlie Hunnam has a fucking Irish accent. Has my whole life been a lie?
You felt betrayed, yeah.
So, all right, that's a joke I do in my stand-up act, right?
Right.
It's a true story. Dude, a year ago, I'm at my lumberyard, and I look across the register, and there's Charlie Hunnam buying shit.
Oh, shit.
I run out to my car. I get this.
Yep.
I say, hey, Charlie, I'm a former New York City cop, comedian, mad props, love the show. You're the greatest. Dude, I proceed to tell him the story. Wife died. Jax Teller's my only friend.
Right.
And he's laughing at everything.
Right.
And I go, and then I found out you had a fucking accent. Dude, and I dead serious, I looked him in the eyes. I go, you broke my fucking heart. And dude, he's howling laughing. And then I hit him with, has my whole life been a lie? It's the funniest story to tell to the guy. That's it. Governors, November 21 and 22.
That's all. But do you have a motorcycle at least? Did it inspire you to get a motorcycle?
No, dude, I can never ride a motorcycle. Ever. It's too dangerous. Ever. I don't even. When I told my kids are growing up, I said there's 2 rules. And this is before drugs. I said, no motorcycles, no guns. You don't get on a motorcycle. You don't get a boyfriend as a motorcycle.
Yep. I'm with you. But
no, I think that's too dangerous.
Very good. But we'll get
started. Oh, dude, here's the joke I do. I used to ride a Harley. I used to ride a motorcycle. I used to windsail, surf, ski. I taught myself how to ski and surf. I used to surf in Rockaway Beach.
Nice.
Okay, you know what it's like to get crushed by a wave, come up, and there's a used condom over the bridge of your nose?
Right.
Can a wigger get a table dance? Now the most dangerous thing I do at 61 is have a sneezing fit through a yellow light. Or take 2. Now the most dangerous thing I do is urinate with the lights out, and then it looks. You put the light on, it looks like a crack whore pulled her shit to the side, fucking pissed everywhere. My wife used to make me sit down to urinate.
Oh shit! Why? It's cleaner.
So I don't piss on the fucking rim.
Right? Yeah.
And dude, watch this. Here's the grossest joke you're ever gonna hear. I live. It's just me and my son, and he's a stay-at-home son. He's an indoor son.
Right.
He does caca in a litter box. So I live alone, dude. My room looks like a fucking hurricane went through it, of laundry and notebooks and fucking porno magazines.
Right.
The stains on my toilet rim are 3-dimensional. You can't wipe them off. They need to be chipped off like dried glue. Oh, hey, can you send this? That's what I was asking. Can you send this to my new girlfriend in an email?
This interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Or we can send her a link.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Can you send it before?
Yeah. So I'll do is I'll edit it. I'll put in like clips and stuff of some of the things we talked about, and then I'll send her the kind of the finished edit. Or you want me to send her the raw edit?
Yeah, I would either one. I didn't badmouth her, right? I'm a rankaholic. You got to watch.
Yeah, no, you were good. Yeah,
dude, I can't stop.
Hey,
I've been physically beat up. Have you?
Physically beaten up in my life? Oh, because of things I said? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Really?
In high school? Yeah.
It's just so funny how it's like not even a big deal. Oh, yeah. I remember Steve Paskoff, Alphonse threw me, Mike Caracciolo.
Yeah,
I was
man.
12 years old. I kept making fun of Mike Caracciolo's mini bike so bad. Dude, he threw me to the ground and just kept kicking me like it was Goodfellas, like I was Billy Bats.
Yeah, man. Some guys can't take it. Some guys have thicker skin than others, and some guys just can't take it.
Dude, sometimes it hurts.
Yeah, sometimes.
Listen, this is one last story. A guy in the police academy is from Long Island, and his name is Toronzo. And we got in the police academy July 15th of 86. I busted his fucking balls so bad for 6 months that the day we got our gun and shield, nobody stood near me because everyone thought Toronzo was just going to fucking put 6 bullets in me. Yeah. And watch this. About 10 years ago, I wanted to change my luck in show business and life. And I went back and said sorry to about 15 people who I mocked mercifully.
Right.
Gary Levenstein, Toronzo, this one, that one. And Toronzo texted me back. He didn't remember it at all. So I think he blocked it out.
Yeah,
like
I
had
like PTSD
my
or something.
Kenny that touched me in a bad place.
Yeah, exactly. He had PTSD. He had to block it out of it, so he never remembered that it happened.
Right. I think he blocked it out.
Oh shit. Oh man, John, I can't wait for you to come to town. I can't wait to see you back on stage. Everybody,
thanks, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Everybody, check him out.
I'm not retarded.
He's
I'm from Long Island.
He's a Long Islander. He's one of us, and it's gonna.
Let's see if we're both. Let's see if there's a synchronicity. Do you know what Mary Jo Buttafuoco is doing for a living now?
Yes, I think I do.
Yeah. Can we say it or no? But yeah, if you know, you know.
Yeah, you can say it. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's giving blowjobs on the side.
Good stuff.
And even that's just shenanigans. I got nothing against her.
Yeah, she's a great lady, probably. Who knows?
I'd fuck her.
Yeah, I'd still bang her.
Again? Joey Buttafuoco's a hero.
Yeah, he's it's crazy that's the guy that's a reference from Long Islanders. People.
Dude, him and the Bagel Boss.
Yeah, Bagel Boss. God bless him. He's gone now.
You're not my boss. You're not my mother. You're not my father. Dude, that guy picked him up and slammed him to the ground.
Yeah, man, that was crazy, and that made him a star. He was an internet sensation after that.
Dude, this is how crazy show business is. I've really done good gigs, bad gigs, upside down, eat the ass, up the pussy. Dude, I did the Hells Angels headquarters, and 8 comedians before me bombed. And I got up and I killed. And I'll tell you 2 things. One, don't tell a whole room full of Hells Angels that you used to be a cop.
Right? Yeah.
They don't want to hear that.
They definitely don't like that.
You talk about having to shift gears and win them back over. And two, here's the funny part. I did a 30-minute set. They couldn't have been nicer to me. And guess what? If you remember in the Sons of Anarchy, there was always a guy that was always built and tan, and he had a hat pulled all the way down.
Yeah,
and he never had any lines. That was Rusty. That was the president of that chapter in L.A. And he couldn't have been nicer to me.
Wow.
Here's the funny part. Guess how much it paid?
How much? 500?
$20.
Wow.
And it was worth every cent.
Yeah.
The story and the street cred is even better.
That's it. Some things are priceless, man.
Yeah.
Some things you can't put a price on, my friend. But you rock. And
all right, bro. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. How many people see it? 8 or 10?
We're hoping for 10 to now
we'll get I had a zing. Look, I have to mock and zing for no reason.
Yeah,
all you ever did was like me.
Everybody check him out. John Diresta, everybody. He's going to be here November 21st and 22nd. Get your tickets now. Govs.com, govs.com. Go get it now. Thanks, everybody.
Does the management of a governor see this? Do they watch?
Oh, yeah. They watch the pods.
Oh, good. Okay. I just want to say thank you guys for the gig. I really deeply appreciate it. Deeply appreciate it.
They rock. Yeah. James,
it was not me. I grew up with a rankaholic dad. And for 50 years, whenever my dad said Levittown, the White Harlem. Not me. That's not me. I was raised by a father that thought I should have been a blowjob.
Right. Exactly.
And he always said Levittown, the White Harlem.
It lives
and I
up
didn't even
to
know
it.
what it meant until I, at 30 years old, I realized you could buy a house for $3,100 years ago.
I know, right? It held on. Yes, indeed. Good times. We're gonna we'll see you in the White Harlem. I can't wait.
Yeah. It's funny, right?
Yeah, I love it. It holds up to
joke.
the name. It's true.
Do you know what they call Island Park?
What?
Come on. Levittown by the sea. Long Island jokes.
There you go, man.
And dude, why is Levittown Island Park such a special memory for me? Dude, Speaks. Twisted Sister. That's it.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
Game over. Dude, 2,000 people high on mescaline, vodka, pot, and Quaaludes.
Dude, early Twisted, the 80s era of heavy metal, in the beginnings of it all, nothing could match. We had Speaks.
No, dude,
we had Sundance Out by Me.
Twisted Sister with 2,000 people was a religious experience. It was fantastic. One last question. Do you know why Mark Mendoza is not on the 50th reunion?
Twisted Sister is reuniting for their 50th anniversary, but not with their longtime bassist. Dee Snider just confirmed Mark Mendoza is out of the upcoming 2026 tour, citing irreconcilable differences. And the replacement is a wild choice. They're bringing in Russ Pizzuto, who was Mark Mendoza's own bass tech. Pizzuto has even filled in for the band once before at a festival. Despite the drama, Snider says the band is answering the fans' call and will hit stages worldwide because they still want to rock.
No, why is he not?
I don't know.
You really don't? Oh, I don't know what's going on with. I know Mark Mendoza. He's actually been on the show. He's a great dude. I don't know.
I get his podcast.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, he's a great guy. I don't know. I know he's on the radio show now. He's got it with Rob Rush. But I'm not sure what's going on with the 50th reunion. But we're gonna find that out because I'll actually.
Do you know I was such a huge Twisted Sister fan that I didn't go to my high school prom with Doreen Zampaglione. I went to go see Twisted Sister at the North Stage Dinner Theater. It's online. You could see my fist.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And my mullet. I had an executive mullet, a hockey cut.
There you go. Everybody.
A bi-level. Yeah. But I'm such a huge Twisted Sister fan. I was lucky enough to marry a woman that looked exactly like Dee Snider.
There you go.
And she's not going to take it anymore. And when I bought her a cheap engagement ring at Roosevelt Flea Market, she looked down. You know what she said? I want to rock. All right,
I want to rock. You rock, my friend.
Okay, dude.
Thank you so much. We'll see you backstage.
You got it. I'll see you in the studio. If you want to make time, I can come in.
Yeah, for sure. consider it done. I would love to have you in there and shoot the shit with you, my friend. You rock.
All right. What was the other guy's name?
Tony Walker.
Right. Yeah, I
so
like Tony, but he doesn't have a leg to stand on. Did I say that?
Yeah, it'd be me and Tony in there, and we might have a couple other comics in there too.
No, dude, the last time I was with Tony, we had a really fun time. I like that guy.
Yeah, he rocks, dude. He's my cousin, so we're
I'm an amputee too.
Oh yeah?
Well, I had a toe removed. I don't know if you know that.
I think you might have mentioned that the last time.
So when I surf now, I hang 9. Okay, game over. Game over.
John Diresta, everybody. He's the man.
Right.
Take
Thanks,
care.
man.
Peace.